Alex Haley told the story of 7 generations of his mother's family in Roots. Queen completes the family saga with the story of his father's family. This is that story, exactly as Alex Haley wanted it told. And it is to his memory that this miniseries is dedicated.
Out of there! We want to swim.
We do the wash, sir. There's soap in the water.
Oh, don't bother me none. I could use a bath. You hear me? Out of there! Get them out of there.
Mary! Jesse, come on!
Need a little encouragement.
They scared, sir. They can't move.
They better learn quick. Come on, nigger! Swim for it!
Oh, Lord! Jesse, come on.
What's going on here?
Just teaching your niggers some manners.
That's not your place. You harm them and you'll pay for them. Come on, Jackson.
For God's sake, Jackson, it was only sport.
We don't make sport with our slaves.
Now, you love your niggers.
Wesley, I will make you sorry if you ever bother one of our slaves again.
Nigger lover.
Look out, master.
Get up! Get up, what? Now, come on. Take it, son.
That's how it is with nigger lovers.
Good find. Wasn't ready for the others. Suppose I should have been.
Why, you whipped him good lots of times, Master. That boy just ain't never gonna learn, that's all.
wedding, she says. Nothing but a charade and a fiasco. Just so a couple of Negroes can jump over the broom. I feel faint just thinking about it. To think that the president's daughter-in-law could do such a thing, well, that's Yankees for you.
And I says hardly a Yank.
Well, she might as well be mixing slaves and white folk at a social event. Can you imagine?
Afternoon, ladies.
That's your son, James?
Yes.
Well, he's a fine young man. Best keep him out of my Lizzie's sight. She's got an eye out for below.
Brother's so handsome. Last time I saw him, he was all gangly and spotty. Why doesn't he come talk to us?
Oh, he's probably been in a fight. Happens a lot. He likes to pretend that we don't know, so Easter cleans him up and mends his clothes.
Easter?
Slave girl, she does all the weaving.
Oh, is that all?
Whoa. See to the horses.
Yes.
Easter, my shirt needs mending.
You heard bad?
Only my pride. I couldn't win against all of them.
Thank you, Massa, for what you done.
How's Jassy?
She gonna be fine.
Shouldn't have even been on our land. You tell him next time, Easter.
They ain't never gonna pay no mind to a slave.
Why? I have to if only to stop you chattering. Oh, ow! For pity's sake.
They whoop me, or worse, they sell me from here like they did my mammy.
That won't ever happen, Easter. You won't ever be sold away. This is your home. It always will be. Besides, whatever would I do without you?
That all very fine, Massa, but I still don't get to go to no wedding.
What wedding?
Young Master James is taking the family to Nashville next month, Parson Dick, for a wedding.
Yes, sir. I know, sir. And you're not going.
Now, how would you know that?
Everybody knows it, sir. The president's slave Alfred is marrying Miss Gracie.
Now, why is it when anything happens in this country, all the slaves know all about it eons before we do?
Jungle drums, perhaps, Massa?
Well, that's exactly right. Voodoo, that's what it is. Sheer voodoo. Whites and niggers at the same wedding.
Disgraceful, ma'am. I agree.
You see? Even the niggers are again it.
Lizzie, you look lovely.
Tush. Just thinking about these nigger nuptials makes me glow. Poor Mama's in a terrible pother.
Aren't you going?
Of course we're going. Only to see Miss Sarah make a fool of herself.
Girl, my shawl.
Everyone's going.
I don't know if I am.
Such a pity. I would have saved your place on my dance card.
Fool girl. Sorry, miss.
That's best French chiffon.
Please don't do that.
Well, she's just a clumsy...
We don't treat our slaves that way.
Well, I declare. Are you a nigger lover? No wonder you ain't going to Nashville.
Our old friend Alfred, he's getting married at last, Captain Jack.
Yes, sir. So I hear,
Well,
sir.
she'll be going to Nashville as Master James's valet. But there's more.
Oh, I can't read, sir. Now, you know it ain't legal.
You can damn sure read as well as you and I can. Very well, then. The president writes that Alfred would like you to be his best man. And, of course, you have my permission.
That's wonderful news. Will you write to tell him I accept?
I already have. Thank you, Captain Jack. What is it?
It's my daughter, Easter, sir. You know, Annie's girl. She wants to go to that wedding more than anything, so it'd mean the world to her.
Well, of course. She can tend the ladies. Is that all?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Jamesy, will you wait a moment? I remember my own father, God rest his soul, when he collared me such a talk before I left for the New World. It's never easy for me to discuss personal matters with you, Jamesy. But now, I must be even and direct. It is time you were married.
Yes, sir.
Good then. That is, I've prepared a list of eligible heiresses for your consideration. Daughters of planters, all of them. The Perkins girl is my first choice. Her family's quite agreeable to it all, and you seem quite taken with herself as well.
Liz is charming, but she's... I don't know if I love her.
Where do you get these wretched ideas? Love has nothing to do with it. It's for sons, Jamie. Heirs to inherit all that I've created here. Love can come later, if you're fortunate. You know, the first time I saw your mother, I thought she was the most beautiful creature I'd ever seen. And I wanted her at that very moment. But I didn't love her then at that very moment. I didn't know her. I'd not even spoken to her. Love came later, with knowledge. The more I came to know her, the more I loved her. Until now I cannot bear to be apart from her. But we were married for different reasons. We married for mutual benefit. We married for family. And it's high time you did the same, Jamie. Now then, this Perkins girl would bring a fine dowry, and her breeding is grand as well. So, if there's no one else on the list, I suggest you put your mind to it.
No, sir.
What?
No, sir. There's no one else.
Ah, there's a good lad. Come along, we'll have a drink on it then.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't hear any hesitation on that score.
This is going to be a wonderful wedding. The talk of the South. I certainly am looking forward to it.
Well, I hope you have a nice time dancing with that Miss Lissy.
Don't be mean, Easter. Just because she slapped you, I told her off.
And couldn't take your eye off her.
Well, Miss Liz is very charming. I sure am looking forward to seeing her again. And who are you going to dance with? At the wedding. Yes, you can go. Come to my sister's maid.
We wouldn't have missed it for the world, Sarah.
You know my husband, Andrew Jackson, Jr. It's my pleasure, sir. Will your father be able to come?
No, sadly, no. The affairs of state keep him in Washington.
Our daughter, Elizabeth.
I ain't never seen such dresses.
Now, you simmer down, Missy. You mind your manners. There's important people here.
Well, this is quite a fuss you've stirred up.
So glad you're here.
Well, of course.
We're not sure if anyone would come.
Sarah, my father is the president. Now, who would turn you down?
James?
Mrs. Jackson?
James.
Mr. Jackson?
How do you do?
Albert. You Would you shut? This here is Gracie, Jack. Ain't you the prettiest, say? I don't listen. Now, how did this old grizzly bear catch something as lovely as you?
Nah, speaking of pretty things.
Oh, this here be Easter. Me and Annie's girl.
Well, little sweetheart, you just make sure you have the best time here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you done fine, Jack.
Just fine.
hell with it. We can't let the niggers have all the fun. Sell it.
Sorry, Master.
Does anyone own this girl?
Come along, Easter. I expect you have work to do.
Somebody should flog that bitch.
Yo, where's the music? What am I paying you fellas for?
Hush, Easter. It was an accident. No one's going to blame you.
They all do.
There you are, James. I have found a place for you on my dance card.
Look after her, Captain Jack.
Child. No strenuous activity of any kind. Leave it all to your son. He's quite capable.
How long might I have?
That's impossible to predict. I'm sorry, James.
Suddenly, everything seems so very urgent.
Yes, Master?
I want to thank you for the many years you've been with me, Captain Jack. No one could have served me better.
Thank you, Master.
When you first came to me, you know I didn't hold with slavery in this land, but it was the custom here. So, I promised you that if you worked for me willingly and well, I would give you your freedom one day. Here is that freedom now. Perhaps a little later than it should have been.
No. No, thank you, Master.
Don't do this to me.
Long time ago, when I wanted to marry Annie, I asked you for my freedom. And you told me no. Wasn't time.
But I needed you then.
You broke your promise to me. And you let my Annie be sold away. So, what good is freedom to me now? I'm old. What would I do? Where would I go? What's left of my life is here with Easter.
But you can stay here, free.
Yes, I'll stay. And I'll work for you till the end of my days. But every time you see me, every time you look at me, you'll remember what you did to my Annie and the promise that you broke to me.
When I was a young man in Ireland, I fought against the British. That was a cause I believed in because they had enslaved us. And I would have given my life for that cause. When I was a young man, I didn't believe in slavery. Then I came here and I got rich. And I forgot what I believed in. I broke my promise to a man who was my most loyal friend.
What are you doing here, Easter?
Ain't no law against it.
There is because I say so. Now clear off.
'Cause you buck naked?
Don't you talk that way, Easter.
Bitch, you gonna let Miss Perkins watch you.
And don't you talk that way about Miss Perkins.
It Miss Perkins this and Miss Perkins that all the time these days. What become of plain old Lissy?
You wouldn't understand, Easter.
Oh, I understand, all right. You got the fever for Miss Lissy.
You hush up. That's foul talk.
Well, you could just cool off that fever in the cold water a little more longer.
Easter, you come back here with my clothes. I'll whip your hide. I swear I will.
Come on and whoop me then.
Oh, come on, Easter. This is beyond a joke.
Promise me you gonna come and see me more often.
I'm not gonna promise you you're a slave.
Get your tail out of here. Do what I tell you.
Get dressed, young master.
That is God.
Yes, Father. We all believe in God.
There is God in everyone.
It was my pleasure to serve your daddy as overseer, sir. And it would be my pleasure to serve you.
Thank you, sir.
Our sincere condolences, sir. We are all at your disposal.
I'm so sorry.
You have to make a decision about Lizzie. I mean, it's been months, and you just can't have her dangling like this.
I know.
Of course, if there's someone else.
No, Liz is the one. I just...
then what are you waiting for? James?
Love, I suppose.
Love can come later. Duty must come first.
Look at that! See that?
Some people say it means the end of the world.
And some folks say it the star that guide the wise men to Bethlehem. Our child. And you got nothing to say?
It's no damn mouth to feed.
They say it hurts, you know. And you never could stand lick of pain.
We've known each other so long. You must think I'm an awful slow coach. But everyone's always said that we make a splendid couple. So why don't we prove them right? Will you marry me?
Oh, Jane. I thought you'd never ask. I'll try to be a good wife. Give you fine sons.
South in all its glory and not a Negro invited.
Are you still smarting about that?
It was a disgrace. Blacks in such proximity to white women.
We must be constantly on guard. Miscegenation will be the downfall of the South. Well, I've seen plantation children you could swear were white. We all have. And in that cesspool, New Orleans...
We ladies should be tired.
Excuse me, master. Slave child just been born.
That's good news, Captain Jack.
Give the mother our congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. I surely will, ma'am. And Easter is doing just fine.
Easter?
She does the weaving.
Suddenly, I don't feel well. Wine, heat.
Excuse me. She gets some sick headaches. Lizzie, dear.
I won't marry him.
Yes, you will. This is the richest union that you could ever make. You will have a long engagement, and you will become used to the idea and grateful for it. Why, if it were not for the slave girls, we women would have to submit to our husbands whenever they feel healthy.
Papa, too.
All men are the same, dear. All lecherous brutes.
Oh.
Bye-bye. Don't you cry. Go to sleep, little baby. When you wake, you'll have some cake and all the pretty little horses. Paint and gray, sorrel and bay. Hush. Don't you cry, go to sleep, little, little princess, white as cotton.
Her life will not be easy. She looks as white as you are.
Does she have a name?
Captain Jack calls her Princess. You men and the havoc you cause.
Hello, Queen. Was it bad?
Not that easy.
Liar. I could hear you all the way at the big house. While I was proposing to Lizzie.
It could you take a wife. You need a son. But I have the best of
Let me give you a fresh glass.
Well, congratulations, cuz. I thought you'd never get around to it.
Well, you know me, Sam. I like to be sure.
Now, this child is adorable. Whose is she?
Guess.
You rascal, you. Did I tell you that I'm going to be lecturing at Harvard next year?
I must say she is a lovely child.
She's a darling.
She'll make a splendid companion to any daughters Lizzie might have. Such a sensible arrangement. Although it's taken Lizzie a while to get used to the idea. I don't know what I'd do without our slave girls. Mr. Perkins is a regular demon, you know. Yes.
The place is looking splendid, Jane. Your father would be proud.
I think we're doing well.
Salting some away for a rainy day, I hope. There are some storm clouds out there.
Hope nothing serious, surely.
These abolitionists are becoming quite strident. And these new northern politicians may take up their cause.
The end of slavery wouldn't be the end of the world.
It'd be the end of the South. Without cheap
We'd have to
labor.
diversify.
I don't see you getting out of cotton, Jane. Well, here she is. And looking so beautiful.
Thank you, Papa. I need to steal my groom for a minute, please. Oh, James.
My, aren't you the pretty little thing? Whose little girl are you?
Come on, darling. Come on, I know.
Why, she's just as white as cotton. How was I supposed to know she's Negro?
This field nearly planted, Henderson?
Yes, sir. Niggas are working real hard for you today, sir. We should be done by this evening.
Very good.
Master says y'all working pretty good today. But if you like to eat, you work a little harder. You like them sweet potato things? Move it. You hear me?
What's that one?
Can't.
Hey.
Stop that. Anybody find out you learn how to read, we all get whooped. Or worse.
Well, she got to learn, ain't she?
If the effluent.
No, child, that's elephant. Elephant.
Elephant.
Right.
What's elephant?
Well, see, an elephant is a great, big old animal with a long nose. He live in Africa. That's where my mammy and pappy came from, and all your family.
My mammy Cherokee. I ain't never been to Africa.
Well, Africa is a beautiful country. Long way from here, though.
Is that where my pappy is?
You hear that? No, child. But your daddy is a very important man, so you got to learn good, work hard, you know, make him proud of you.
Stop that, Queen. Don't you ever think about your pappy. It don't matter to you. And you stop to put fancy ideas in her head, reading and stuff. She a slave. Ain't always gonna be one.
Slave's gonna be free one day. Just everybody talking about it. I tell you, the day is coming when
Us
we all...
ain't gonna be around to see it.
Well, maybe and maybe not. But Queen sure will be. And when that better day comes, we got to be ready for it. There ain't no use in having freedom if you can't use it, if you ain't got learning, you know, to better ourselves. See, all I do is dream of that better day for her.
Well, you go on and dream. But you let that child be.
That day will come. You'll see. That day will come.
She ain't right. I am too. Look at me. Look at me. You're like us. You're just like us.
Go on, get out of here. Get out of here, you little brats. There. Don't cry. There's no need now.
But they call me names.
Well, people called me names too when I was little. Why do they do that?
'Cause I'm different. 'Cause I look white. 'Cause I can read.
Queen, don't ever tell anyone that you can read. Some people wouldn't like it. They might try to hurt you.
But my pappy would have stopped us like you stopped those.
Captain Jack, take this child to the kitchen. Get her a sweet.
She been in trouble, Mouse?
No trouble at all.
Sarah Dan got some cookies in that cookie for you. How about some ice cold milk, too?
What you look for?
Nothing. What are these?
Nothing. What's that?
Nothing. This soup is delicious. Why is everyone so glum?
Politics.
Something women shouldn't bother their pretty heads about.
Don't be patronizing, dear.
Of course it bothers us. All that Yankee talk about the abolition of slavery. Whatever'd we do? And that dreadful business with Nat Turner killing white women and children. We could all be murdered in our beds. And my baby.
What baby?
My baby.
Congratulations.
That's wonderful, Lizzie.
Of course, I'm hoping for a boy.
Oh, boy. Girl, I don't care. Just the thought of a baby.
Thank you, Lizzie.
You did have something to do with it, James.
We'll have to fix up the nursery, Mother, and find a good nanny. And, of course, the child will need a slave.
Well, there's plenty of time for that.
Oh, there's no harm in looking. We'll need the best. Unless, well, Queen could come and live here and be a companion for him or her. And they could grow up as friends.
No.
And she could help out around the house.
Do you really think that's a wise idea?
I think it's an excellent idea, Mother. Lizzie, I am so pleased. When will it be?
No.
She'll be raised with my children. She'll have all the advantages.
But she all I had.
She'll still be yours. I want this Easter. It's best for her.
Why did Master come see you every night? He my pappy?
You hush up at your pappy, Queen, before I take a switch to you. He ain't here, and that's all there is about it. You just know that your mammy love you. And your master love you, too. Just like it was your pappy.
You should have used the back door. You may go.
I still gonna see her again, Missy?
Of course you will. This is another house, not another country. But you should know. This is the master's decision. I do not approve of it. But since it is to be, the child will be given every advantage. She will be trained as a lady's maid with all the necessary etiquette. So when you see her, keep your distance. I don't want to learn in your Negro ways.
I only want the best for her, Missy.
What you want has nothing to do with it. We own her. Now, say goodbye and go.
You gonna be a fine lady, Queen. You gonna live in a big old house. Just like I always told you. And you be good. You do as you's told, you hear me? Just like you have a new mammy.
I am her mistress, not her mammy. Come along, Queen.
I don't want to.
Queen!
Queen, aren't you ever going to be ready? Queen! I'm sorry, Miss Jane. I'm coming. Well, what kept you so long? Couldn't make up my mind which bonnet to wear.
Well, come on. Papa's going mad.
There you are at last. Miss Jane, this Queen. Young ladies do not run.
I'm sorry, Papa.
You both look lovely. Now, come on. The shops will be closed before we get there.
Excellent opportunity for travel and promotion. Good pay. Start at $11 per month. You'll make a great companion. Have the best of all. You'll have fun.
You don't want your family being a wage slave like all of them.
One, two,
Is there going to be a war, Papa?
No, of course not. Why would Americans want to fight America?
Because of slavery?
Speak when you're spoken to, Queen.
It looks like war, all those soldiers.
It's just a lot of fuss and bother about nothing.
Jane, you can go window shopping, but be careful. Don't talk to any strange men.
Oh, everyone knows us here, Mama.
No, there are a lot of strangers in town. Queen, keep the company. You have money for a cool drink?
Yes, Mama. How dare they? I don't mind it.
Afternoon, ladies. Sure was a pretty day.
We don't speak to strange men.
Oh, we're not strange. Just strangers. And we just want to be friends.
You pay no attention to them.
Oh, now, don't be so heartless. We've come to enlist for the war, and you just might be the last pretty lady we talk to in years. We might even die. So how about it? Come on, just one little bitty kiss for a soldier on his way to glory?
Leave me alone.
Huh? That didn't hurt a bit.
Dare you kiss my slave? I'm surprised at you. I thought you were a Southern gentleman.
Come on, let's go. How the hell was I supposed to know the bitch looks white? Well, keep her off the streets. Put a sign on her or something.
Are you all right, Queen? I was scared. They're just poor white trash. I don't want no war, and I hate them soldiers.
I must say, he's quite a catch. Never thought I'd nab me a real live overseer.
Some more tea, Mrs. Henderson?
Why, thank you. No, Miss Jackson. I have had an elegant sufficiency.
I am so sorry. The time just slipped away. Is this your bride?
Miss Palmer, it was, sir. Of Charleston.
Aren't you the sly one, Henderson, keeping your pretty wife a secret?
But it happened so fast, sir, on my leave.
I took one look at him, and I said to myself, Letitia, I think that is the man for you.
Young ladies, do not listen at doors. Upstairs at once, the bearer.
Oh, my dear mother's heart is broken, of course, that I'm living so far away from home. And my poor father, all this talk of war and me getting wed.
His only comfort these days is the gin.
Isn't she awful?
Why did he marry her?
Don't want to end up an old maid, I guess.
He can't keep his eyes off her, and that's enough. Men are so funny when they're in love. Harry Peters says he loves me all the time, and he gets all sweaty every time he says it. But he wants to be a preacher, and I don't think that'd be fun.
I'll go and marry a prince on a white horse.
Oh, Queen, don't be silly. You're just a raggedy, itty-bitty slave girl. Who's gonna marry you?
Somebody will, one day.
Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. And please don't let Harry become a preacher. And send a nice slave for Queen.
Amen.
Good night, Queen.
Good night, Miss Jane.
I suppose it wouldn't be too bad being a preacher's wife. But I'd rather he was something dashing. Another game. I'm going to bed. Are you coming up?
A little while. I might get some air.
Don't be too long.
No, of course. Sleep well, my love.
Is there going to be a war, James?
Oh, maybe, but I doubt it. It's probably just a lot of hot air. You know how these things are. The politicians will huff and puff until the last moment, and then everyone will back down and find a sensible solution.
Pray God you're right. It frightens me so.
Such a pretty night.
What's wrong?
Abraham Lincoln has been declared president-elect. Southern states up in arms about it. Mississippi's already talking about seceding from the Union. So South Carolina. It's gonna be a war, Easter.
'Cause of slavery?
Yes. Oh, they'll say it's for the South. States' rights. Can't have a bunch of Yankees in Washington telling us how to run our affairs.
You gonna fight
Yes.
for slavery?
No.
For what then?
For the land. For honor. For everything my father worked for. To hold on to what's ours. To keep us safe. I promise you I'll come home. But if anything does happen to me, know that I will have loved you until the moment that I die.
Have we been good to you?
Yes, Mrs. You've been very good to me.
I've tried. I hope you're happy.
Yes, ma'am.
You'd say that even if you weren't. You're such a pretty child. You remind me of those portraits that I've seen of the Empress Josephine.
Ma'am?
She was this lovely French girl from the island of Martinique. And she came to Paris and captured the heart of the Emperor Napoleon. And their court was the grandest of all Europe. And they had a vision of a great empire. That was my husband's dream, to conquer the wilderness, to make a new society. And here we are at war with one another, brother pitched against brother. And all that work undone.
Mammy, he dressed up like a soldier, going for war. I don't want him to die.
Damn, now, Queen, he come home safe.
You can't know that.
I ain't never tell you no lie.
Not even about my pappy. You always told me that he left us and went away, but the other slaves laugh at me, talk about me behind my back. They tell me that the master, my pappy. Is it? Is that true?
Don't listen to him, Queen. It don't matter.
It does matter. It matters to me. It's like half of me missing. I love you, Mammy. The black me. But who the other side of me? The white me. Where she came from?
From love, child. I swear for God, from love.
It's all right, Jane. Jane, it's all right. Be home soon.
Hate to see you go.
I hate to have to go.
Be brave. Do your duty.
I can't bear it.
I love you.
Don't go.
I must.
No, please don't. No, please don't. Go, Martha. Quick.
The cabin, Queen.
Right phone, Queen. You're back.
Some of you will have heard that this war is being fought for and against slavery. That is not true. The South is fighting for the right to protect its own way of life. The alternative is too dreadful to imagine. Now, you've all heard the stories of what happens to your people up north. Hunger, sickness, poverty. This is not our way. When you are sick, we tend you. When you are hungry, we feed you. When you are old, we care for you. And when you die, we bury you. That is our Christian duty. And now I ask that you all kneel and pray with me. O Heavenly Father, our Creator and Provider, we pray to you now in this our hour of need. We beg for peace, O Lord, and an end to this war. We beg that in your infinite wisdom, you spare lives that would needlessly be lost in battle. And we humbly ask that in your mercy, you bless and protect our beloved son, James. Keep him safe from harm and bring him home again to the bosom of his family. But if his time on earth is done, we beseech you to receive him in paradise and attend him with angels. Amen.
Lieutenant. They're coming in as more than we can handle. set up number 10 right over there. Yes, sir. Get to it. Yes, sir.
Don't be, son. It's easy. Be mindful of God's mercy.
What will my mama say?
I need a table.
Cover him up!
Son.
How is it, James? Bloody dreadful. Who is it?
Sam. Sam Goodman, remember?
Tell me true, cousin. Am I dying?
Well, James, you'll live. Worked my guts out to keep you with us.
Did we win?
Oh, yeah, we won. Bull run his eyes, cousin.
Then God be thanked. I wouldn't have wanted to die for nothing.
Good.
She's slipping away. I know it. Do something. Get the doctor.
You can't do nothing, Miss Lizzie. It's the diphtheria. You hear what he say?
Oh, poor Jane. Oh, let me do that. Let me help you. I think I leave her here with you. You don't care about Jane. All you care about is your bride, Queen. Haven't you had enough from me? You want my child dead too? Have you wept? Have you stolen away? Get the overseer.
There ain't no overseer. It's just us women's now. We gotta help each other.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Easter. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Oh.
There now, Miss Lizzie. Ain't no harm done. It's just your pain talking.
That look real good there, Parson Dick. How your back doing?
It ain't doing so good. It bothers me.
I know you ain't used to being out here and ain't happy about it, but we're gonna be all right. I'll get you some water, all right? And what y'all laughing at?
Queen.
If y'all was working, Parson Dick wouldn't have to be out here.
Yeah.
Miss Sally, what you doing out here? This ain't no place for you, Miss
A
Sally.
letter from the master. I can't read it. My eyes.
Well, Miss Lizzie can read.
You think I want to know my business? Here.
I can't do it.
I know you can.
It again the law.
What does it matter now? Who's gonna whip you for it now? Here, read it.
Read it. All right, Miss Sally. My dearest mother, I hope this letter finds you well.
The master's been wounded. He's coming home. He's been discharged. He's coming home.
Be a poor homecoming.
What is wrong with you?
That's fine. Just making some broth for Miss Lizzie.
No, you're not fine. I'm gonna help you. out in the field like some nigger slave. You're too old, Miss Sally. You just too plumb old to break your back picking cotton, husking corn. None of us would be here if it wasn't for you. Now it's your time to rest.
I used to be pretty good at picking cotton. We used to put our hands to all sorts of things back in the early days.
Oh, Lord, my back.
Quitting the mistress playing cotton.
I can't do it anymore.
What happened to Miss
I
Lizzie?
can't. We gotta get this field done by sunset. Come on.
What is this? Miss Jackson, what are you doing out in the field cutting cotton?
Queen needed me.
So Queen is in charge now? Queen can order the mistress of the house out into the fields like some common nigger?
Somebody had to, Miss Henderson. There ain't enough of us niggers left.
Don't you sass me, girl. Don't you ever sass me, or you will regret it to the end of your days.
I do need a rest, Queen.
You come with me, Miss Jackson. Come on. There's some water over here. Oh, pray God. Let it be.
Jane.
Oh, God. Miss Lizzie, we ain't done yet.
It's Master James.
Oh, my love. Oh, Jane. My love.
There was a horrible epidemic. There was nothing we could do. Nothing.
Dear God.
Now, don't you argue with me. You're going to bed.
I'll be fine, Missy.
Run and fetch Queen now. Run as fast as you can.
We have to find a winding sheet. Come, child.
My love.
Sorry I ain't come yesterday, Mammy. But I had a lot to do. Hope you didn't miss me too bad. Things ain't too good around here, Mammy. Half the slaves gone up north. Some of them said they gonna fight. I do the cooking now. And the cleaning with Parson Dick. Miss Sally, she too old. Miss Lizzie always sick. Captain Jack, he ain't right in his head. Keeps saying freedom gonna come for all of us. Like he always knew it would. Say we can all live here. Go soon. I don't know where I gonna go, Mammy. This here my home. These here my family. I miss you. Sorry, Massa.
It's all right, Queen.
I comes here most every day when I can.
I've been watching you, Queen. You work hard. I'm sorry we're not more help to you.
Ain't your place, Massa.
Sometimes I wonder where my place is.
Don't hate yourself so much, Massa. We love you.
I'm going back. I'm going to form a regiment of my own. I'm going back to fight.
No, Massa.
Would you mind, Queen, for a little while?
It's not right, James. You fought. You were wounded.
That's enough, Lizzie.
What if the Yankees come?
They'll never get this far south.
They might.
It's my job to try and stop them. Sergeant, lead them out.
Jesus, merciful night, lead me as a helpless child. On no other arm must I would my weary soul recline. Thou canst fit me by thy grace for the heavenly dwelling place. All thy promises are sure, ever shall thy love endure.
Yes.
The Yankees! What? The Yankees coming! The Yankees coming! Where they at? They done burnt up Florence! Old Lincoln and they're killing everybody! Please, please!
Good morning, Captain. We are, as you can see, a depleted family. There are no menfolk here, apart from these few slaves. I trust you mean no harm to us.
We mean no harm to anyone, ma'am, who is loyal to the Union.
I cannot swear allegiance to your flag, sir. I believe in a different cause.
Well, you believe in any cause you like, as long as you do not try to fight us. I don't think that you would win.
We are your prisoners, and will do as we are bid.
You're taking no prisoners. You're free to go about your peaceful business. However, there are some other things. My men are hungry.
We have very little.
You will be given a voucher to the value of what we take. And as your local militia destroyed the bridge to delay our advance, we have orders to seize cotton to pay for its repairs.
That is our only income.
It's of no value to you now. This area is under federal jurisdiction. Your local cotton mills will be destroyed.
You will not harm us, but you will bankrupt us.
I have my orders, ma'am.
Sir, you will kindly arrange an escort for me.
Ma'am.
If you are going to destroy our only means of livelihood, I intend to be there to watch.
It would be an honor for me, ma'am, to escort you myself.
How would you have us live now?
I lost 2 brothers in this war, killed by Johnny Reb. I don't care how you live, or if you live.
Easy, help me. All right. Pick it up.
Leave us something!
Oh, the lady wants us to leave her something.
I'll leave you something. I always want to be a fine southern lady.
Leave me alone!
Going with the black slaves, little white girl, huh?
Leave me alone!
Ever try a real man?
She wants to play.
I know, Dan, she can play.
It ain't what you think!
Don't tell him. Don't you ever tell him. Fancy man, huh?
Black slave,
You let
come
him
to
be.
protect you.
I don't mind, huh?
Get him, sir!
No!
Get on, sir!
No!
Stay down over there.
No!
Stephen.
Her turn now?
No, she's just white trash. Leave her alone.
You keep out of trouble, cousin? I don't think I can save that arm.
I'll be discharged again.
Not this time, James. Colonels don't need 2 good arms, but we do need every man we can get.
He say he dying. I can't talk him out of it.
Captain Jack? Captain Jack.
Good Lord is calling me, Mrs. Sally.
Oh, I'm sure he would wait a while.
No, this be my time. But I want to die free.
But you are free. You have been for a long time. I have your paper here. Yeah. The master gave it to me years ago. He said one day that you'd be asking for it. Now, you stop all this talk about dying, you hear?
We've been together for a long time. I mean, we have done some things. Didn't we?
You knew old Master James before I did.
You remember how we set him up? I told you where he went riding, and you was there, nursing your baby by your first late husband.
So much more myself than I should.
Well, look at you. He was gone. Oh, we've had some time. Oh. Oh. Queen. This here, we had his grandchild. Don't ever let her be sold away from here. Please.
Oh, I couldn't do that. Soon she will be free. All the slaves will be free.
All the slaves be free.
Very soon.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Then this must be... This must be that better day.
He gone.
Well, maybe now he'd see the promised land.
What you doing?
I'm leaving. Going to Virginia, see if I can find my brothers and my sisters. Then maybe on up north.
But this here where you belong.
No. No, Queen. Not anymore. I am free. I don't belong to no man, and neither do you. If I was you, I'd get as far away from this plantation as I could.
But these here my family. Colonel Jackson, he my pappy.
What you expect your pappy to do? Take you into the bosom of his family? Tell the whole world that this little Negro girl here is my daughter? No. Queen, gonna be some hard times coming. For everybody. White folks gonna stick together like glue. They ain't about to admit that these mulattoes and quadroons and octoroons running around this plantation as they can. And as for you, you don't mean nothing to them. They won't even admit that you exist.
Ain't true. Ain't true. They love me. I'm glad he died free. Thank you.
You're free too. Free to go where you will, do what you will.
Thank you.
Where will you go?
I serve you. Work for you.
We have no place for you here.
But this my home.
Listen to me very carefully. The world as we knew it has gone, and it can only get worse. We cannot feed the family even now. And after the war, I don't know what we'll do.
Well, I help you. I cook, I clean, I tend the garden, I do everything.
We love you, and we have tried to do right by you. But you are a Negro,
And you are a slave. And times will be hard. Your best place will be with your own people.
My pappy won't let you turn me away.
You must never think that Colonel James is your father. You're a child of the plantation, just like 1,000 others. That's all.
You my people. This my family. Miss Sally! Miss Sally! You my family!